Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to speak about a subject, an emotion we all deal with throughout our journey of life, self doubt. So, what is this self doubt and where does it arise from? Why do we put ourselves into two different opinions, two different places, thinking of two different aspects when we are clear about how things will transform, how they will actually appear, and how we have prepared for a situation in life, either personal or professional? So let's talk of a situation, right? I'm going to pick up a professional situation. So you're going in for a big board meeting, right? A quarter has gone by. You've done pretty well. You're facing four different individuals, right, who are part of the board, and you're going in for a meeting with your boss. Now, when you're going in, you're absolutely prepared for the kill. You've done your homework. You've done well. Every review did you go for in any aspect of life throughout your professional journey always has some ups and downs. Okay, that's a part of life. That's a part of the professional experience. So never be afraid for it. Right? I've been for many of these. You enter the boardroom. You start presenting. Right? You ask to present. You start presenting, and you absolutely kill it with your numbers, with your facts, and with your presentation. You think you've done a great job. Now you pause for feedback. But what are you doing at that time? Instead of waiting for these four people to give you feedback, you're looking at your boss. You're looking into his eyes. You're looking for him to give you his opinion through his eyes. What are you doing there? Self doubt. You have a little gray area in your head which tells you that has he validated what I've presented? While I showed it to him yesterday, has he validated this presentation? What you're doing there, you're giving more power to your weaknesses than your strengths. The moment you give more power to your weaknesses, you get into this area of self doubt. The way I look at us, right, we all have strengths, we all have weaknesses. You might be a super performer right in the front, top of the value chain, but you still have weaknesses. Okay? What that guy does on the top right, the only difference is he focuses more on his strengths and leaves behind his weaknesses. And I think that's the best way to do it. Why? Because we all have great strengths to highlight. We have great abilities to power what we are trying to do. And weaknesses can be left for the rest of the world. You know, the way humans are, right? It's part of our DNA. We always try and judge people. We always try and pass remarks on other people. We always try and figure out what is the other guy doing in life. Okay, I've realized this with a few hard lessons in life is that one, never make judgments ever on anyone. Two, don't care about what the other person is saying. It's not your problem. As far as you have prepared, as far as you are confident, and if you believe in your strengths, right, you'll go to the boardroom like a warrior and you'll come out smiling, right? So when I go into the boardroom for any meeting today, right, or I go in for any presentation of any kind, let's say I'm presenting to 50 people, okay, I go in with only one attitude is that I am the best, right? I'm the best, I know my stuff, I've prepared for it, and I'm going to kill it, right? I don't wait and watch what is Tom, Dick, and Harry saying about me very clearly, okay? So what I'm doing there is focusing on my strengths and not my weaknesses. You have the rest of the world anyways going to highlight your weaknesses. Let them go and do it. It's not your problem. It's not your lookout. You do your best and let your work speak for you. And trust me, it's taken me again a long time to realize these things. But today, okay, I really don't care about what anyone speaks to me, either professionally or personally. I have only one thing in my head that I am about to do something and I'm doing it well, I'm doing it right, I'm doing it to my 110%, and I will come out successful. Now, if you apply the same method to your personal or your professional life, right, there is nothing that can act as a deterrent. There is nothing that can stop you. There is nothing that will come in harm's way. You will always come out successful. And what if you fail? No worries at all. Everyone fails. Let me give you my own experience. Okay. I've changed what, 8 different companies, 8 different jobs, 22 years of work experience. Started my life 3 times all over again. Been an entrepreneur, run a successful outfit, shut it, gone back into a corporate job. Did I consider these failures? At that time back, when I was slightly in the gray, I thought, yeah, I think I'm going weak. But today, when I look back and I've come out of it, the experiences have been amazing. They've taught me a lot. They've made me a different person. Today, I can handle any business of any sort, any complexity with a peaceful mind. And trust me, today's organizations, right, have become very demanding. And it's the environment which we operate in. They expect you to perform your 110% all the time. And why not? If you're good at your job, go out and do it. Don't have an iota of doubt about how you will do. As far as you're clear that you have given it your 100%. So my take on self-doubt is, and this is both personally and professionally, never doubt your own skills, your own emotions, your own feelings. Let the weakness aside. Let someone bring that to you. Take it with a pinch of salt. If someone comes and tells me, Shyam, your presentation was average today. You usually do a great job, but today it was average. Fine. So where did I go wrong? He'll give you some input. You went wrong here, there. Take those inputs, improvise, and come back with more power next time. There is no harm. Failures are the stepping stone to success. This might sound like book language, but trust me, experience has taught me a lot. And I never stop. Even today, I'm ready to go for the next opportunity. I'm ready to go and maybe start the cycle all over again. It doesn't matter to me. Because today I have absolute conviction on me as an individual, on my performance deliveries, and what I can bring to an organization. The same aspect in a relationship. When you are running 2 different roles, right? And today we have to run multiple roles as humans, right? You have families where you have to give time. You have kids who need your time, and you have your work. You have to plan your life in such a way that you keep on moving through these roles very smoothly. And the only way you'll do this is that strength. You realize your own strengths, you realize your own power, you realize your own skill sets, and you keep on planning your life every day in and out. It takes 5 minutes or 10 minutes or maybe 15 minutes of your time in the morning to sit down and plan your day. That's all you need to do. Plan it. Do not focus on weaknesses, focus only on strengths. And trust me, there'll be nothing called self-doubt left in your life. Thank you so much, guys. Please subscribe and share my channel. I want your help to share the message. Thank you so much.